I don't have the tree up yet, though. Holding off.
Smart. December is the time.
Yeah, 'tis the season. All right. Let's go
Usually
see the Hooks Prince. I need money.
come now.
All right then. Previously on Gnomestones. It's so exciting. I love this song. Previously on Gnomestones, you were with the wizard and spoke in riddle and rhyme for some amount of minutes, learning some things cryptically about the ongoings in the world and making a plan for the future, vaguely. You traveled with the gnomes, a series of organized spear guard forces that the wizard had created through socio-political organization in the meantime. And you traveled down the rivers in Leary's boats, encountering some creatures, including a shambling mount, stabbed in the heart by Arzuur of the Black Blade. You continue traveling down, getting to the Octavian River. It was a fairly uneventful voyage north, though you did have a slight run-in with some sort of ogre. And where we last found our heroes, they were on the two boats, the White Bark and the Black Burrow, with a score approximately of gnomes, various stature and family, looking up upon the great city of Octavia hanging in the sky.
The baskets of home.
But like we're in the pier, like you know how a pier has like the seagull poop at the bottom. We're at the bottom poop layer of the baskets.
Below Octavia is always covered in shadow, and many things fall and drop from time to time. And sometimes people fall. So the space and platforms of the widened banks underneath Octavia are kind of spooky, and people don't really like to stay there very much. There are many shadows and crevasses and cracks in the rocks. And nevertheless, it is a place where gnomes trade with people in baskets, come down far below the basket men, basket women. You start to sail up upon it. Nart, the captain, says, "Oh, there, the city of Octavia." Doing Marvel depth of dialogue to that.
Yeah, we've been here before. We don't need you to tell us.
Jort, you see a gnome that has been kind of inconspicuous thus far, in the back, that has like little trinkets and stuff, and you saw the gnome doing some sort of weird little ritual with sticks and things and chanting at some point. And you took note.
Yeah. Can I ask him what the hell he's doing?
Yeah.
I look at him and I point and I laugh and I say, "What the hell are you doing?"
He says, "Whoa, you scorn the spirits, Garstramil?"
Garstramil. I don't pray to any gnome gods. Y'all are.
Well,
What does Garstramil do? Why celebrate him?
Garstramil is the deep mother. She is the lowest of all things. You are ignorant of Garstramil's ways. You will die in the tunnels.
I will die in the tunnels.
Yes. For Gerstermill will not pay favor upon you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not looking to earn the favor of any gnomic deity. I've done fine without it. If anything, I curse Garstramil, because if that's who y'all pray to, and y'all killed my family, then Garstramil indirectly is responsible if you're doing it in their name. I'm not into that. I kind of hate it. And F you. And I walk away.
Okay. Before you do that, though, the gnome does, while you're saying those things, take some little things and combines them. It's hard to tell. You don't really look that closely. But it holds out to you some sort of like purple little thing. It says, touch this.
What is it? What is it?
It is a gift.
Why should I trust you?
Gerstermill.
I touch it. Not really sure why, but like
Roll
I feel
20-sided die with a Constitution modifier.
What hand do you touch it with?
I'm gonna touch it with the janky hand,
The janky hand.
the troll hand. I rolled an 18 plus 2, that's 20.
Very nice.
That was a lot of dice.
That was a lot of dice.
Can't be good.
I'm scared.
With that roll, you take out your hand, yes, and stick a black and like kind of mortifying finger in the purple thing. What clearly was supposed to be some sort of poison does not work to make you sick, as the little gnomic druid cleric recoils in fear from your hand, which is completely unaffected, seemingly by this gross little purple stuff that they made to give you some sort of temporary sickness, most likely.
You asshole. What was that for?
Starts to make some little gnomic chant and a couple other
Can I
notes.
take it and throw it at him?
He hops out of the way.
Okay.
There's a bump and the boat jolts to a stop as you didn't notice, but now you are in deep under the shadow of the city of Octavia. The baskets come up and down, though not as many as usual due to the parade of scourge.
Now, so it doesn't like it's different, much different than the last time we were here because of the scourge.
You could say that it is more empty than usual, but is it that much different?
So we're like roughly aware of like where we are. This isn't like all new.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get an up basket.
Mm-hmm.
We get our hooks out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, what do you want to try and find someone to take a basket up?
Yep, we get all our sacks out of the boat and all of our gear and
Start unloading. There is
Yeah.
You are a large party.
Do we have to take the gnomes?
ask the gnomes, are they stopping here or are they continuing on with their boat? Like,
Nart says, "Gnomes do not go into the hanging city. You should not either." Whoa. I rolled.
thank him. I give the captain a couple of gold pieces for his trouble, but we're not too fond of their crew, I guess, to put it mildly.
Whoa. Gives you a look that is hard to tell how he feels, but it seems that he definitely pockets it. He
You have
doesn't.
served your cause, or whatever the he was like given this as a task, right? Like as a,
Mhm.
I was like, thank you, but I fear that my tasks are far from over.
Mhm. All right,
I
we
rolled
pull out
a
all of our sacks of gold and
Yeah.
and I rolled a 19, and you are in the very good fortune that your old friend Dolper is
Super.
down here already. The basket travel man, you may remember, was with you on many of your travels last time you were in Octavia because he is a basket man.
My dude.
What's up, Basket Man?
He has massy brown hair, average build. You'll remember he is a hook sprinter, an aspiring hook sprinter. Um, uh, Understated. Um, and he was beaten by Liano way back when, back in the good old days.
Mm.
He comes
Sorry,
up.
sorry, who'd you say, Liana?
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
He comes up to you. He's wide-eyed. Zuba and Jort. What is going? What's happening?
We seen some shit.
We've survived. And
Adventurers.
we've adventured.
It is of good fortune that I came down today. I don't usually do this, but times have been tough recently. Trade has not been what it once was.
Mm.
Where did you see where you've been trading?
Says
The river?
he
You
says
shouldn't go down the river, dude. That's your first mistake.
I have so much bag.
I think that when we were in Octavia, I was drinking during these sessions because my notes are shot.
Yeah, no problem with drinking back then. It's all right. I have deep rumor tables. He says, "Oh, haven't you heard? It's unrest throughout the world. They say that nothing is safe. And the people, they say that perhaps the people of Earth will have to move once more. Some people are saying that the Empire of Kiroa has been reforged, and now there will be no more trade. The gnomes don't come as much because of something terrible in the tunnels."
Yes, we have information that we're stopping that.
Yeah.
We need help.
Tunnel people.
Well, I must
I'm
take
not
you
moving
with
again.
us. He is very impressed with you. He says, "I must take you to the upper levels of Octavia.
The
Wherever
highest
you want
level.
to go." Will the gnomes be coming? I don't have room for all of them.
No.
Oh, say many gnomes.
Yeah.
Throwing little pebbles and sticks. Nart turns to you, adventures, and says, "I will leave you here. Is there anything else that you have to say?
If you see
I
the
may not
wizard,
see you again."
thank you for your service.
if you see the wizard,
You
tell
have
him
delivered us. You have delivered us.
and
I say
that
nothing.
you should stick together as gnomes. Gnomes need to stick together in the tunnels. Don't fight with each other. Nerds.
Roll 20-sided die.
Big roll for the gnomes. 10.
A 10. The gnomes, they don't go super out of their way. I think you.
Yeah, people don't really like me.
They're into that. That's what they would say too. That's exactly what they would say. So, you hop in Dolper's basket. There are 10 of you who hop in Dulper's basket. Jort, Goodbean.
Mm.
There is Zuba, the cleric. I don't know if you have a last name. Do you, Zuba?
Zuba, yeah, I do. I'm sorry. No, just Zuba. Zumba is my father, though.
Zumba is your father?
Yeah.
Let's go. The girl with no name,
All right.
Rorf.
Oh,
Arzuur of the Black Blade. Orlai the Bard.
Mhm.
Alzor the Rich Man. Paternio. And Droon, the Cleric of Earth.
Droon.
You start to sail up into the city of Octavia, and you hear the bustles and sounds of the city.
I pull my hood over a little bit.
I do the opposite. I take my cloak
Gosh.
off, like stretch out my arms, like I'm
No,
home.
You've
My
made
people.
it. You're home to the big city.
I definitely take my hood off. Yeah.
Arzuur pulls his hood up, looking for members of Dill's gang, watching out for members of Gribbet's gang, the Gribbet gang, and anybody else, or potentially some authorities. But down here, you're passing through the lower levels, and you see relative squalor, hammocks, and the first thing you always see if you're coming from the bottom is the lowest hangers on to the bottom, barely hanging on by a rope or a single hammock, maybe tied on to the bottom of a loose piece of thread. But you sail upwards because you're on one of the main center ropes attached to the market in the middle of the city. I'll let you know that I've subdivided the city into 4 parts, being being the upper and lower quadrants, the northern and east sides, with a core being the great central market as a 5th part. And all things will have like a code of location that will be either in the 2 upper quadrants or the 2 lower quadrants. But you are continue to come upward, and you end up in the Great Central. Well, let's see. On the way up, you do see some things. You see humble baskets. You don't see anything of that interest. And you go into the market, the densest part of Octavia, where there's baskets on 360 sides of you, all around. You can't even see the sun. And many people are selling many things. There are good smells and things, and people moving around. You get off at a large landing, and a couple of Octavian guards come up to you, looking for some sort of toll.
We just got here.
For a toll?
Entrance into the city.
Oh, we're pretty big deals around here.
Well, then you can pay the pretty big deal price.
You just made that up. I'm but a simple bean farmer, but even I know you just made that up. Is there any way? I mean, you ask anybody who we are, and they'll tell you. They'll sing songs of our bravery. Is it really necessary we pay this toll?
The other one counts up. Yeah, it's 10 of them. That'll be 55 gold pieces, sir. It says, well, yeah, so it'll be 55 gold pieces. It's 11 per in these tough times, and seem to be doing well.
But doesn't Dulper or Liano have some? Don't we have information? We need to
And
tell them.
are those sacks? What do they look like? Maybe bodies in them?
Nope.
No,
Last I checked, this was a toll booth, not the spy booth.
those aren't bodies.
Well, the city of I'm a city guard of Octavia.
Yeah.
55 gold, please.
Supposing we pay you later. What if I were to tell you that I'm owed a considerable amount of money?
We can also just pay the gold, maybe.
That's a lot of gold.
We'll give you 25 gold.
The group rate.
And we'll tell you a story about our past.
Do
Oh,
we recognize these guards?
Well, first, okay, so James, you roll on a charisma roll. Dad, you can roll on an intelligence roll.
Doesn't have to be charisma. I'm not allowed to talk to anyone.
anything else?
I gotta get a haircut and some bath salts to smell a little better. I rolled a 10 with a 9 charisma.
And Dad, what did you roll on intelligence?
I rolled a 14 on an 11 intelligence.
You recognize the guard. He is a squad captain, and his name is. His name is Brav. Brav. And he is fairly straightforward. You see the other guy whistles over a couple other guards.
And
Who are they? What's the?
They say,
We don't need any trouble like that. We just want to,
Sirs, we do not want any trouble either, but this is a powerful party coming into the city.
we are returning adventurers.
Yeah.
We are powerful, yes.
We are of Octavia, some of us, and we
Strongly
have
agree.
stories to relate. And we've traveled far, and we are.
We're
returning
running out of
now.
time. Every second that we stand here talking about bureaucracy is another second that demon shadow creatures are ripping apart traitors and Octavians. We must go.
He definitely takes measure of that. He says, we can give you an escort to the government right now, yes. If what you say is true,
Oh yes.
this is an unusual circumstance. And a few more guards come over.
Jort audibly sighs.
Is there like a mayor or a governor or a duke?
Yeah, you know, Dad, that there is the mayor is Zarban Zala Zephyr, and he is not well respected.
Is not.
These clowns have no idea who we are. If they really knew who we were, then they would not be doing any of this.
There's 11 guards in all.
First thing we're doing is wasting resources on border patrol.
Well, before we pay the toll, is there anything we need to know about moving around the city? Are there any new rules or restrictions since we left on our expedition of valor?
Oh, good question.
Well, yes, there is. Law of the land is that anything to do with the death cult of Chol or anyone that have anything to do with the death cult of trolls to be immediately apprehended. So please, if any of you are affiliated with that, we need to do a full investigation.
We hate
Many
those guys.
troll have died on our blades.
Yeah. Why the sudden crackdown? The last time we were here, you weren't so strict about Chol. You were letting the Cholians run free, have free reign.
It is the word directly from Stonehair. And Stonehair, Dad, is it's like you don't really like thieves don't really like her. She is kind of like the head of the guard, in a way. She like wears a big suit of armor and has gray hair. It's like a tall woman. It says, I mean, you've been in the tunnels. Things are not good. And if you are adventurers, then this may be for the fortune of Octavia.
So do we want
Tell
to
me,
visit the mayor or visit Stonehair? What do you think?
What? He says, do not worry, come with me. I don't know, do you want to get in this basket? Looks official. He brings you to an official looking basket.
I get
Get
it.
in.
Yeah, shotgun.
You hop in? It is a large basket sailing upwards through the city, and things lighten as you start to see more and more patches of sunlight. Ooh, I don't have time for that right now. Ooh, I wrote down the page number though.
Did you guys see how we tricked him into coming in?
Mm-hmm. I subtly high five you.
I hold my big bag of gold.
You see more wealthy Octavians, larger baskets. You see a small crowd of citizens around someone doing little illusions and little like fake sparkler things, going ooh and ah. Interesting. You pass by the area that you know branches off to the place where the temples and monasteries are, but you keep going upwards. Up to the highest level of baskets on the great web above, on the great anchor cables attached to either side. Once more, you go into the courts of Octavia like you did last time. And he says, wait here. You're in like sort of a lobby type area.
Good to be back.
Was there anything that we could, any like hard candies?
There are
Fruit?
It's kind of nice, you know.
Peppermints.
Yeah. You see
Complimentary
someone
grog.
signing up for like the military. Back last time when you got shanghaied into the Hook Patrol long ago. Roll a 20-sided dice on intelligence.
12.
5.
It's okay, Dad. You actually don't need to. I don't think you were there. That's fine. What about Jort?
A 12.
The character seems somewhat familiar.
Oh. Hey. Don't I know you?
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure you look familiar. Does the word hook patrol mean anything to you? Or words? I'm not very smart.
Yes, sir. Because I have just joined the Hook Patrol.
Oh, probably not.
It is something I must do.
They're kind of skeevy.
Sir, do not
We know
besmirch the
firsthand.
honor of the Hook Patrol.
I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. We've worked with them. Me and my party. They tricked us, and it was a whole.
Aren't some of our people like Hook Patrol recruits or?
Yeah.
You've worked with the Hook Patrol. When?
Oh yeah.
The short boy with blonde hair. Roll a 20-sided die, Jort, on intelligence.
I think
A
Onyx is
short
here.
boy with blonde hair, huh?
That's an 8.
You can't quite put your finger on it. He says, "Who did you work with in the Hook Patrol?"
What's your name?
He says, "My name is Pilk."
Pilk. Pilk, we know you.
Pilk.
You don't remember us?
You 'twas a young boy we saved.
Yeah. You're a man now.
I taught you to throw rocks.
Yeah. We're basically your dads. How do you not remember us?
I don't understand. I've never left the home with Grandma and the flowers by the window box.
Flowers by the window, but no, you were out. We rescued you. What are you talking about? Where is this?
He says, "No, now it is my turn to become a man. I fear that you may have recalled my older brother, Milk."
Milk and milk, of course.
Don't cry over her Pilk milk.
You remember that Milk, in fact, was the blonde-haired young boy from Hook Patrol who died in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Milk.
The innocent young boy.
So now you're gonna leave your grandmother alone? She
Says,
needs you more than these guys. Wait, are the guards still right next to us? Or did they left, right? Or no, they're still right next to us?
well, you're in a well-guarded room, but he does look a little bit surprised. He says, "No. If we do not defeat what is out there, what my brother Milk talked about, then we are all doomed." And he runs away.
Come back.
No.
Okay.
We tried.
I turned to Zuba and Arzuur go, I tried, guys.
Some lessons must be learned.
I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. I did my best.
The young boy Pilk gone to join the Hook Patrol.
Maybe we can request Pilk when we talk to the head.
Guards do come out. What's his name? Comes back. The only character I haven't written up. Rav, the guard captain. He says, "I have relayed your message, and the administration of Octavia wants to convene with a council to see you tomorrow."
Perfect. We have to secure our lodging and stow our goods and pay our respects to our gods.
He says, "Please arrive at this place tomorrow. And I am sorry you do not have to pay the toll. But I hope that you follow the rules while you are in Octavia."
As long as you keep doing your job.
Can we
Not
drop
giving
your
us a hard
name?
time.
What?
Can we mention you if some trouble happens to find us? It is a dangerous place out there.
You can say you are my friend. Yes, it would be like similar to like saying like that you know a police officer if you were in trouble.
Perfect.
When my father hears about this,
Gosh.
It's like you can. He says, "Would you like me to send a shadow guard to wherever you stay?"
Yes.
yes,
I would like
only
that
if
as
he can
well.
hang.
And he sends.
Only if you vouch for him. It's hard. I don't trust shadow people.
And there are 2 guards that go with you. Stefan and Gwyn.
Do we recognize them?
No. Yeah, roll a 20-sided die. Gotta be a 15. Intelligence.
I rolled a 3.
Stefan and Gwyn look to be like new recruits. They don't seem to be extremely experienced in holding their armor, and it seems like their robes are a little bit too big and also hand-me-downs potentially. Stefan, is constantly worrying about soldiers out west in Sisu. And
About being sent there as a soldier or about being attacked by them?
mostly
Worrying
he's lamenting
for
all
them.
the other ones who have left,
Oh.
with like no explanation for why he hasn't gone. Gwyn, meanwhile, keeps reciting guard code, seems to be studying for some sort of test.
Oh,
Fire, she says under her breath.
No fires.
Looking furtively around.
Bless you, I say to
He
them.
said, Dolper's still out there? He says, all right, where to?
All right, we need an inn for how many? Are there 10 of us? 11 of us?
Arzuur says, oh, this... Good thing I am here. It's been a long time since I've come to Octavia. In fact, there's an inn in Octavia that I own. Although I've not been there in a while, it's called the Leaping Lad.
Let's take the leap.
leap,
Dream
leap.
says, I must go to the Temple of Earth.
Boon.
Um, I don't. Last time I went to a temple here, it didn't end too well.
Yes, I will remind you just briefly that there is a row of temples that lodged you once upon a time. Each one of you stayed for like a week at each one of these temples separately. There was the Temple of Earth, the largest one, the Great Temple of Earth in Octavia, run by the cleric Alf. And this, in fact, was the place where Jort was at first, but then got in a little bit of a tussle, I think, with somebody, or something happened. And he ended up going to Buspar for a little while, and then he ended up lodging at the Vidur temple with the girl with no name for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
There is the temple, there is the monastery of Buspar with the leader Tarjan and her assistant Dorga, and they run the Temple of Buspar, training in various ways. And then there is Artinius Bellatrix III and Ravafiel, the old caretaker man, and the even older elf seer, who is apparently the last follower of Vidur and seems to be completely out of her mind, and living in the really more of a museum of the history of an ancient group, the old seers of the unknown that no longer exist in this world. There are also some other smaller temples, and then at the very end was the smallest one of all, a couple of rooms of a dark tent that was the home of a cleric of Chol, a necromancer, which is where Jort first touched Chol. And the last time you were there, though, that place was gone. seemingly vanished into air. Not part of the street anymore. That is a place that you've spent time, but you do not have to go there. You can go to the Leaping Lad or find lodging in any other place. Dulper reminds you that there's a series of taverns in Octavia.
Hogan Lance.
There is the Three-Legged Lion, which is like, the critic's favorite. There's the Rotten Berry, which is not a... Let me get my taverns page out here. Which is... okay, so there's 16 taverns and 10 of them are inns. The Three-Legged Lion is a tavern/inn. The Rotten Berry is more divey, and that's just a tavern. The Blue Dragon is kind of basic in nature and is a tavern/inn. It's just your basic tavern inn. The Leftover Flagon has a cooler vibe, and some of the kind of chill teens that you used to hang out with really like the Blue Dragon. Or sorry, the Leftover Flagon. Nope, that's the Blue Dragon. The Leftover Flagon. No, that's the Leftover Flagon. Sorry. There's the Sly Butchers, also known as Slies, which you know, Arzuur. It's pretty dangerous, relatively. But there are gang members there sometimes. There's a place called Donald's, just has the best food. And then there's the Golden Hooks, a sports bar. There is more, but I will stop there for now.
To the Rotten Berry.
Have we rested yet? To the Rotten Berry.
The Leaping Lad. Arzuur's going to go to his place.
Mm-hmm. You probably will.
Jort wants
Eventually, I'd like to go back to
Roddenberry.
the Temple of Troll and set things straight. But yeah, I need to rest and drink before that.
You already tried that, but it was no longer there.
That's right. Well, I'd like to go to some temple at some point and get answers.
You definitely should.
But I also
should. You have many.
I also want to drink and bet on the Hooks Prince.
Oh, there's so many. You're so excited of all the things to do in the city. Doppler says, "What do you want to do first?" It's party time. Some of the best hook sprinters have not. I'm a little embarrassed. I haven't won any since you left. It's really all been Grog and Grig. After the death of Zergos of Zoros, and I also know Liano is missing. He hasn't been around at all.
Grog and Grig are the worst. I don't like the newfangled hook sprints technique. I like the old school hook sprints technique.
Yup.
When you really just send it, now it's too much analytics. Let's go to the bar for sure. The tavern of... What tavern are we going to? Anyone? I heard Donald's has good food.
Hold on.
Donald, I'm down for anywhere. I'm just along for the ride.
A person comes by trying to sell you some food. He says, "Legs, bird legs on a stick."
Bird legs?
Bird legs.
What kind of bird?
Small birds, cliff birds, seagulls, chicken birds, birds
I'll
that eat
take
the
the
fish.
chicken bird.
All I got is the legs.
Bird.
The
They're
legs?
coppers.
What flavor? Bird flavor?
Nah. Are you gonna buy them or not, man? Come on. You gotta sell bird legs.
I'll take them. I'll
Yeah,
take
okay.
them for the squad that we have.
Nice. You
Want some bird legs. 10 bird legs.
all munch down on bird legs, and it's nice.
Nice.
It's a lot better than you were like 5 sessions ago when you were in the bottom of a dark tomb.
Yeah, this is nice. It feels good
Now you're eating bird legs.
to be out of the pit. Two, you know what? Another one.
You're dirty. People are looking at you because you're pretty dirty and bloody.
Maybe we should go to Alzor's house. Can we stay there for free, Alzor? You got the suite? Is it nice?
No,
What's up? We've been through it all.
I don't believe the tavern, the costs and things.
Oh, I don't want to hear it. Let's go to the Rottenberry, the Blue Dragon.
Yeah. Way ahead of you.
Cheap asshole.
We're not partying with you, Alzor.
He says, perhaps I could give you a group rate.
I'll give you a group rate.
Yeah.
I will. let
We're
you know
back
the
home.
Rot-
I'm going to see you tomorrow.
The Roddenberry is actually not an inn. It's just a tavern.
The Blue Dragon or the leftover, the Blue Dragon?
Blue Dragon.
So who goes with Arzuur? Like some of the people are like his people, right?
Yep. Alzor says, well, I will see you. I hope that you sleep well, though I can promise you that I have the nicest beds in all of Octavia. Bye-bye. He waves as he leaves with Petunia. As they exit. Doesn't seem to be. I'm not going to go into how he wanted to haggle about materials and stuff. That's what's just happening now. It's you'll see him. He'll be around. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll meet him tomorrow.
He
All right,
says.
so what were our choices? The three-legged lion, the Blue Dragon.
He says, "I'll be back when I need to split the treasure with you."
No. He's not getting any of that treasure.
Nope.
No
Not a chance in hell.
He's not even bleeding. You see him? He didn't even get a scratch on his body. We were in a demon temple. What is he doing?
Yeah.
And he's haggling over putting us up for a night? All right.
Anyway, to the leftover flagon.
Leftover flagon.
Was the flagon an inn or a bar?
The flagon has an inn involved.
Yeah, it's
All right.
for the flagon.
Droon says, "It's not safe." And you mean it to imply that he is thinking about going back to the Urfin temple, but he remembers hearing that it's been compromised.
Oh. Well, does he have a preference between the lion and the dragon and the flagon?
Come with us, Droon.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll be safe with us. We've got a lot of sharp stuff.
You
We'll
remember
work-
that Droon
we'll do
was
some work.
actually specifically ill-suited for the city. Him being
Oh, he's not
having his
a-
head bashed in by a hoof. You'll remember that his farm is outside of Blue Meadow,
Yeah.
though you didn't take it that way this time. You travel down in the basket with Dulper. The leftover flagon is in quadrant number 2, facing the south side. On the upper tier. Not that it matters, but there it is. It will matter one day.
I give Dulper a silver piece and tell him, hey, if he sees anyone from Dill's gang, tell him I'm around. I'm looking for him. In a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. He says, I can do that. It's all right, thank you. He says, you have a lot of gold there, though.
I was thinking about, like, is there a bank
All
system?
right, I give him a gold.
Oh, thank you.
How
I feel
worried
like
are
I've
we?
been on an adventure with you already.
How worried are we about our sacks of gold? Are they
Yeah.
secure? Do we need to?
Says, look, this is a fairly safe part of town. The people here don't need to steal to get by. So,
We
You know,
should
in any
convert them
sort of-
into a gear and equipment and
We
unless
gems.
we
should-
want Colacron.
We should get some. Yeah,
Some health potions for sure.
Aye.
to the bar.
Should I join you for a drink then? Or should I go?
Oh, come on.
Let's go. The two guards follow you.
Let's get the guards drunk. I started asking the guards their favorite drinks.
You go to the leftover flagon. All right. Here's Dolper. He's purple. The 11 of you, the 8 adventurers, Dolper, and the 2 guards, walk into the leftover flagon.
Sounds like the
It's
start of
not
a
super crowded right now. It's early happy hour, but it's just not that crowded today. It's a good day.
Good day.
So I'll say it is actually fairly bustling, but you think it'd be a little bit more. You feel like when you walk into a place by yourself and there's 20 people in there, it seems full. But when you walk in with 11 and there's 20 people in there, it seems kind of empty. Wish there was more. Some heads turn.
Do they have rooms? Do we like share rooms in this milieu? How do people live? Or it's like 4 to a bed kind of a place?
You certainly turn some heads.
Bread, huh?
We need rooms. We need food. We need ale.
I've rolled Pilka on the table once more.
Is there a bathhouse around? Flopping some.
You tramp in. Someone comes up to you, flustered, kind of hand wringing, but not quite genuflecting. And says, hold on. All right. Excuse me, I'm Helvalorn Haladar.
You owe me money.
I don't know. I assure you, the leftover flagon does not owe anybody money.
You owe me
but
money.
why are you here? Excuse me. Would you like rooms?
Yep.
Yes, please.
Oh well.
Wait,
For
did
the lot of
we?
you, there'll be 3 gold pieces for a night.
What if,
We
What
have to
if-
confer.
yeah, supposing we stake those 3 coins on a game of chance or skill?
Says
We don't want
that
to be too obvious with our wealth here.
You see there are some people playing some games in the back. He says, are all 11 of you staying? I was just counting the ones who look like they are not doing so well.
Oh, the guards aren't staying with us.
No.
3 gold pieces then for 8 people for dinner and bunk in
And ale?
and ale.
All right.
Though I hope you tip the bartender. It'll be 2 to a room for 4 rooms. And I feel like I should charge you more, but
Oh, you'll do fine. We confer like this is a real bargaining session,
Yeah.
and
and then produce like 4 gold pieces.
Yeah.
says the 4th will be nice for the ale. Thank you.
All
Oh,
right.
the ale.
Says I will show you to your rooms. The guards, why?
So, do we want to like meet somewhere to divvy up? Do you have a back room that we can have for a little bit?
Yeah, you go up 2 rooms and you are now 2 to a room. So look, it's Onyx and Rorf over here, Darun and Orlai. Oh, how convenient. Jort and Zuba, and then
Hey.
girl no name and Arzuur. And then I assume the girl, it's like a dorm style rooms. You see a middle-aged man who looks like some sort of veteran walking down with an arrow, a few arrow shafts in hand. Gives you a strange look and goes down the stairs. You're on the upstairs. You put your stuff down. You have rooms.
Okay.
Hey, I jump
We
on the
need to
bed.
kind of meet to kind of split up all the loot and make
I
sure everyone has a
continue
fair
jumping on the
share.
bed. I jump on the bed as well,
Yeah.
going back and forth between the two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dolper goes over to the barn.
We probably need to wash.
Yeah.
We're jumping bloodily on the bed.
Yeah. Making an absolute mess.
So you take some bucket showers.
Shower.
The water, just kind of when you take a shower, the water just kind of drips down. I think they might have some collection units. Maybe they have some piping type deals.
Feels
Can
good.
we,
All in a big bucket, and those buckets just have to get lowered.
yeah. Can we see if the innkeeper has a back room where we can meet and have drinks and discuss our business without being
Yeah.
in the public view?
Is there a speakeasy kind of thing going on?
Oh, background.
Hovalor
Yeah.
and Haladar says,
There's always a back room.
yes, there's a back room.
We give them a gold piece for the back room, and please don't disturb us and let us know if anyone comes looking.
Yeah.
This is
And keep the drinks coming.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the most important. Tell whoever you want we're here.
We want sausage.
As long as
that's all
if
right.
we had to
then,
choose between secrecy and drinks, we would choose drinks.
says you. All right, and happy good day.
Hey, happy good day.
Praise Earth.
Happy good day.
So
I hope your good day is a great day. And I wink.
we should kind of split up all the loot so everyone has like a bag of their own, so for spending and all the different gems and potions and
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
the swag.
You
What
have
about-
golds and loots and things. You bring your things into the back room. Are you washed up at this point? I
Yeah,
guess. And the guards,
Oh,
Dolper, he looks like he waited. He says,
Are the guards gone? Or are they still
"No,
spying
they're
on
there.
us?
They're there."
Well, we're not going to split everything up with the guards there.
So they say, Stefan says, well, do you want us to stay outside?
Yeah, we give them a silver piece and say,
Gwyn
make sure
tries
you
to recite the part of the guard code that says anything about how to do that and fails to procure it in memory.
here, get yourself some food and drink and
I
keep
give
an eye
her-
on the door for us.
All right, they go out.
They're like our security guards, sort of spies.
Spies.
All right, and you take out all your loot. You have a lot of loot, I think.
We poured out like Halloween candy after.
Yo, it's lit. We got so much loot. We said, yo, look at all this shit, dude. We made it. We got beers. We got it. We did it. I knew we could do it, dude.
Yes, it's the first good day of Fanja.
Fanja.
Good day.
Of course, there's a holiday at the end of Fanja. The
Oh.
summer's holiday, the end of summer's holiday, summer's end. But there's also the holiday Very Long Day, the biggest holiday of them all.
Well,
Yeah, so we have some spider silk, right?
yeah, so I guess what do people want to, we can just kind of have a group discussion, but what do we want to do with our goods and gems? Do we want to sell them for things or cash them in, or is there specific stuff people need?
I kind of sift through the gems and try and find one that would look cool in my hammer.
I'm down to sell everything.
Yeah, I just want one cool gem for my
There was a
hammer.
red one and a sardonyx and an agate and a quartz
An agate and a quartz.
and a dark purple glowy one.
I grabbed the dark purple glowy one.
Cool. Okay.
I say dibs. And I attached it too because a few weeks ago I added a gem to the hammer, but I take that one out and I replace it with the purple glowy one.
You do have 2 slots.
Oh, even better.
Good
Yeah, I
shot.
put it in the other slot.
So the other gem, did it have power? Was it a
I don't think it
powerless
did.
gem? Wasn't it a powerless gem, the first one you put in? You replaced
It
it?
was. Yeah, it just looked really cool.
Yeah. I have it written down somewhere.
I thought I did. It could be in my other notebook.
It's all right. You take the glowing amethyst and put it in your lucerne hammer. Roll 20-sided die.
You can go to a jeweler too to get it like put in properly, or an armorer or something.
Ram it.
It's true.
Hit it with
Probably
the
should.
hammer, see if it sticks.
I rolled a 7. Do I get advantage because the hammer's cool?
Cool.
This gem is going to have to be slightly cut to fit in your hammer's head.
If I were to take it to an armorer, would they have to cut it, or is it?
Yeah, theoretically.
Okay.
You might be able to
Alright.
do it yourself, but you don't really possess those skills. You're a farmer boy.
Yeah.
Then you know who would be good, the gnomes.
I
So-
shoot you a dirty look, but like you're right.
I think we had like 3 rings. There was a silver ring for swimming, and a ring of strength, and one that's just a jade ring.
I have a small ruby ring.
Oh, and a ruby ring.
Yes.
Jort, did you want the strength ring? I think you were using that.
I had the swim ring for a while. Yeah, I think I was the last one to use the strength ring. I'll hang on to that
I'll
because
take the silver ring. Oh, I mean the swimmy ring.
I am weak.
All right. Well, tell me, you can divvy up as much as you want, and tell me if you want to start tallying the value of things that only have cash value, or like how you ever want to do it, or we can just keep going with the adventure and do it later. It's up to you.
Do you want? So this is stuff that we would cash in.
Some stuff probably only has cash value that you own, and we could start.
The tricky
counting it
thing
up.
is the gems are really good as like concentrated wealth. Like it's easier to carry gems than it is to carry a sack of gold around.
Yeah.
It's true.
But we could trade in the agate and the quartz for
Here
some.
is the Bank of Octavia.
Does this world have a gem standard where like we can replace our gold money?
All right.
With
Well, let's
gem.
put this stuff on a list. We'll
You
make a
can
list of all the
definitely
things we're
use
going to
gems as value in many contexts.
There was like a crown with a jasper gem and a necklace.
Yes.
Should we just? I don't know how you want to proceed. I guess.
Well,
Sell it. Do we have to go to the store to sell it, or is that not?
Yeah.
so here is what you sit over your pile of things,
What the
brooding
fuck are we gonna do with all this stuff,
about
guys?
how you progress. Onyx says some of this will cost some of this we could use towards getting new stuff, and I'd like to be stronger. And I have some other things I have to pay off.
Maybe buy a new bow, dude. Better
Some
one.
bow lessons.
Says, no, I think I'm gonna hold on to this one. Gives it a weird look.
Well, we could. I mean, we could just put everything in a list and then give everyone like an amount of credit for spending. I don't know what works for people.
Yes.
All right, let's start doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll go down the list. How much gold do you have?
Well, we each have a sack, and the sacks hold 300.
Okay.
So, but we probably spent about 50 out of it. So you can say how full they are. That's up to you.
So that's 2350.
Okay,
And then you had lost some other gold to the gnomes.
right.
So let's say more like 2,100.
Okay. And then, want me to just rattle off stuff or someone else can?
All right, 2,100 gold.
You can.
Yeah, start going with stuff. You can, Deb.
But people can jump in. Red gem, you said was 30.
Okay.
A
Yep.
black rock, that's 100. A jade ring, value unknown.
Yeah. You look at it. It looks pretty nice. We weren't able to tell at first. You might be able to get more than 300 gold for this jade ring.
Okay. A crown with a jasper gem.
Yes, this is quite nice. It is wrought of metal. I mean, it's not, as I said, there's one gem in it. It's not the most elaborate crown in the world. We said it was some like lesser crown, but it is a crown. It is definitely a crown. I don't have the crown value scale right in front of me. Does it? Is there a crown? There is a crown value scale.
Yeah, for jewelry, kind of you evaluate if it's worth 100 or 1,000 and then you roll a 1 die 6 or a 1 die 10. You could roll a 1 die 10 on the 100 scale or a 1 die 10 on the 1,000 scale.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah, that might be much for a crown.
Crown doesn't get into, that was probably what I was going to do. Crown does not get into the index of the DM's guide, but that's okay. Find it one day. For a lesser time, looks like it will be worth like 400 gold pieces.
Okay.
It's like a single
necklace?
band of gold and then a placing for a Jasper Rock. The Jasper Rock adds another 60 piece, so 460.
460. Excellent.
Is this jade ring something? Does it seem cool, or is it just jade ring? Do we know anything about this ring? Anymore?
Roll a 20-sided die, Zuba.
I'm looking at the jade ring.
Yeah, I think when we looked at it, it didn't show any
14.
magic, but it might have some powers.
14.
It looks, you're a little bit learned growing up in the temple or the
That's
monster
right.
bar in Blue Meadow. This to you looks like a piece of elven jewelry.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to keep that. Can I have that one, guys? I'm gonna take that.
Okay,
That's
well,
all
we all
you-
got rings. We took
Take
a
it
ring,
out
so
of
you can have
my-
a ring.
Take it out of my cash.
Well, don't take it, because I took a silver ring and Jort took a strength ring. Kind of separate from the other total, so.
Put on my jade elven ring.
Okay,
All right, take the 300 out.
yep, crossed it off.
All right.
Where was I? Did I take the ring off? There was a necklace.
Uh-huh. The necklace was lesser. Looked like it'd be worth about 60.
Spencer's. There's a potion of persuasiveness, but maybe we want to keep that.
Yes.
There's an agate that you said was worth 20,
Yep.
Yes. And a quartz that's worth 20.
and
Yeah.
a quartz worth 20, right? And a sardonyx worth 74.
Exactly, yes.
Does it sound right?
Yep,
Then we have our spider silk. We took reams of spider silk.
that's
Yes.
true. Yes, how I believe that there were many thousands. I can tell you, how many did you get total? I think you got like 9,000 total, right? Like there was a
Yeah.
7,000 at one point.
It was a lot.
I wrote down 7,000 gold.
All right, maybe it was just 7,000 total.
So write down 7,000.
Yep.
Wow.
You believe you'll be able to get it for 7,000, but you will have to find a place to like give the spider silk.
Yeah,
Like this is like something you can only sell in certain
but that's
places.
that's a good Octavia thing because of all the silk in the
Yeah,
baskets.
most people would want to buy the spider silk, so
Nice. Well, that was huge.
yeah. It's a huge
We have
thing for Octavia, actually.
a potion that's opaque and lumpy.
Yes, yeah, sure.
Are we keeping it? I don't know if people want to sell it or keep it.
Jort, drink this lumpy
You
potion.
had that a long time. You got it.
That's
You
what
remember where you
it's
got it?
I grip it and rip it.
Do you?
I give it a sniff.
Yeah, sniff it.
Oh, it smells bad.
Okay.
Thick and kind of putrid. You remember that you got it in the back on the shelf of the necromancer's place.
Oh yeah, no, don't drink that, buddy.
The character is a name. I can find it in 1 second.
I remember this, and I do take just a single drop and put it on my troll arm.
Let me go to my
Just
necromancer
a drop.
of Chul section. Not those necromancers.
It could be good.
The image of us splitting up the money. You're just fucking with that. Dripping.
Did I not get this one in here?
I see
Oh no, I got it.
dripping his potion. I go over to his arm, drip.
Oh, there it is. Did I just spell Chul? Did I not say necromancer? Yeah, there we go. Necromancer. All right. That person's name was Zaba Zostorzabin.
Yeah.
Died on the third big day of Durf, UO 243. Head smashed in by the girl with no name.
Nice shot, no name.
No name.
All right. When you do, it tastes bad. It is kind of thick and creamy, like boogers. And your arm definitely throbs and feels weird, almost like it's like bubbling a little bit. Yeah, you kind of like feel excited for a second in your body, but then it goes away.
No. All right. Yeah, I don't drink it. If it did something cool in my arm, I would have chugged, but no.
I'm not claiming we have this item, but we met someone or discussed something called Bardriel with Friendsbane. Says a magic sword and papers and herbs and a map to Elendor.
These are things you got from Jenna. Orlai is with you.
Okay.
You also have the bodies of Jenna and
All right. We have to put them to.
Udrolon.
Udrolon.
So those, like Udrolon, someone gets those Jenna's things, or they're with Jenna, whatever. We should try
She
to have
would
her
want me to
revived.
have her
We should have
giant.
her restored.
Yes. Orlai meets at some point with a person who comes through. Appears to be some sort of like city contact for Jenna and her crew. And she starts to talk to this person. He's kind of squat. Looks to be like some sort of quartermaster type figure. They gesture and speak with heightened feelings. His name is. You ascertain that his name is Marnin, Marn En, Marnin. Where'd it go? Songzor, Songzor. And he says, "You must let me see. It cannot be." He says, "The prophecy." And they look at each other. He says, "If only I knew its full intention. Jenna always feared this." And he says, and he looks at the sword. He says, "The sword. What's it called again?"
It had a name, Friendsbane.
Friendsbane is the oh, it might be
Bardriel?
this section.
Bardriel?
Bardriel, yes. Now where the heck did I write about that?
It was in October 25th.
I know it wasn't long ago. There it is. Bardriel, the Fiend's Bane. It glows with a faint yellow light.
Not friends, fiend. Whoop, there's a difference.
Yeah, Bardriel, the Fiend's Bane. It goes with a faint yellow light. It has some abilities you don't know what they are. There are some other possessions you saw from Jenna as well.
Papers and herbs and a map.
Hmm.
A map of Orlandor, though.
Right.
We should take the map.
Yep.
Yeah. Weighs nothing.
Yeah, a map to Olandor, you see, or Olandor. Unless you look for Olandor. So we're gonna have that.
Man.
Olandor kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit easier.
Orlandor.
I also have on my list a golden fish, but were those like alive? Was that preservable?
Zuba has a sack that has like a goldfish, has a couple of golden fish in it. You haven't opened it in, well, you haven't opened it since like the 5th small day in Durf.
Oh, I forgot about the fish.
You open it. Same thing as before. There are 2 glowing fish spiraling in a bag of liquid. They appear to have some sort of magic power.
Yeah, there's no way I'm giving these fish up.
They shimmer and twinkle in the water in a strange way.
All right. So we'll just have that on your list. I'm going to take it off my list.
I put it on my fish list.
I have like 1 gillyweed left, but I'm just going to keep that, right?
Yeah, I got 2 gillyweeds.
I still have some wizard weed.
So many times you say you have given the last bit of that up. Or is that Jort? Is that Zuba?
And he has to revitalize his flies.
The magic, it's the magic wizard weed.
No, I keep giving up Llewellyn's. I thought I still had weed, or I could be mixing it up and combining
Well, if it
it.
says on
You're
your
out.
list you have it, then you got it.
I think you might be out.
Then I guess you got it.
Okay. That's
I could
all
have. I
Does
could have
anyone
just
else
also
have
forgotten to
anything?
cross it out. That's not out of character for me. So yeah, I don't have weed anymore.
Does
Do
anyone
you
else
use
have
it now?
anything?
So now you don't have any?
Any what? Any materials in general? I have a bunch of stuff.
Stuff of value.
No.
Then what do you have?
I got a vial of frog juice.
Oh yeah.
I got 2 servings of gray swamp thing juice. I got breeze blown dandelions.
Ooh, some breeze blown dandelions, nice.
You have unusual things.
I have.
I got. I
Slime stuff from the.
feel like I still have the chair from the.
Yes.
I don't think I've given that up.
I'm a little bit. Yeah. All right.
So do we divide up and give everyone an amount of money, or like what's the total, I guess? Divide if
Well, it looks like. I mean, I can add it up, but it looks like it's going to be somewhere around 10,000.
okay.
And there's 8 of us.
I have barely any fly juice left. Like,
Right.
would that be worth anything? Like, because
Like the number of flies you have?
I have 8 flies worth left. Is that of any?
In fact, the numbers have grown to 12 while you've been in Octavia because
Oh, they got busy.
you found a couple
Populate.
of flies to join. But you do, it's true. You're on the lookout for flies to continue to add to your number.
Okay, yeah, I'm keeping the fly vial.
All right. Dad, are you doing the math on those other numbers or should I? I'm starting now.
I'm adding it now.
Do you know the total?
Give me another second.
Or are you doing it in your head? I'm using a calculator.
No, I'm using my phone.
Okay.
So just on what we've discussed, it's on. So the goods are 7,764. How much was the gold?
2,100. Yeah, 9,864 then.
So 9864 is the rough total of stuff we want to cash in or divide. So divide that by how many? 11?
8, 1233.
Okay. So that's each person's unit to spend on stuff, clothes and gems and magic items, and that's if we're selling
That's
them.
with the spider silk though, so we gotta delete that.
Well, depends how we handle all these different pieces.
It's starting to get later in the night, and you are looking at these things and thinking about a plan for tomorrow.
Well, in the morning we'll go and sell them out, but everyone's share will be 1233. Like someone has to sell the silk and someone's got to sell the crown and the necklace, and we have to have some sort of trust here. Someone doesn't just run off.
Later in the night, you're starting to get ready about moving on, and then a individual bursts into the back room.
Knives out.
I'll finish the beer.
Knives out. He says, "Please, by the love of Earth, I must speak with you." He appears to be some sort of earthen cleric.
Is everything picked up or no? You just bounced in.
As I've heard, there are rumors, adventures. You are adventurers in the city. You
Maybe.
must help me. There is the time of prophecy. You must help me find Earth. I know he is in the mountains to the east of Octavia, by the great volcano of the Nolish lords. You must come with me. Roll 20-sided dice on intelligence or wisdom or something.
Yeah, intelligence.
Guards walk in. The guards follow in. He is not supposed to come in. We are sorry.
Guards!
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 12.
19.
Arzuur, you feel confident that this would take you off the beaten path. You would go with it. You think it does seem like Earth is missing.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Maybe you could solve this whole thing by finding him. They say that he still walks among you, but it's been a long time. Has anybody seen him?
Well, I'm not interested, but anyone else wants to get the particulars. Can you arrange to meet with him tomorrow?
Darun says, "Those are old stories."
I trust Drew.
Drew's our Earth guy, right?
Seems to indicate that clerics have long been looking for Earth in the mountains to the east. There are problems here.
Be gone.
He says, "You will not help? Adventures." He turns and leaves. Says, "I will be back. Do not forget the name. I am Sanka the cleric."
Sampa.
Sanka?
Anka.
Csonka.
Like Larry Zonka?
Maybe it's Zonka. I don't know. It's a Hungarian root name.
Yes, Larry Zonka. He's the great runner from Syracuse, for Miami.
Nice. Well, this one's Sanka, but
Okay,
it is root Hungarian.
cool.
I was thinking Sanka like a Jamaican
Nice.
letter.
Yeah. I was thinking like the instant coffee. So we all have a Sanka.
All right.
What was
Well,
that?
why don't we agree to everybody's we'll sell off the stuff and then everyone gets a share, which is 12.33.
I'll sell the spider cell.
Yeah.
Me and Jort.
Yep. I go
Okay.
with you for support. I sell everything I can.
You agree to break it up and sell it in the most efficient way possible. And you are expecting to spend some days in Octavia, so you figure you'll have that time at some point.
Mm-hmm. And we give everyone, like a couple hundred. Well, everyone gets we have like 200 gold each, for walking around money.
Yes. All right, and you go to bed the night of Good Day, the first in Fanja. And you wake up on the morning of Short Day.
Do we are we good? Are we healing a little or no?
You are, if you are not healed up to full right now, you will be at the end of this night. Nothing disturbs your sleep. And the guards watch your hallway. The beds are fairly nice. And I'm not going to have you roll on unlock for beds right now because we're in a detailed dense game. But we are going to take let's take let's just keep playing.
Crazy. Illinois game is $50. Ohio State, $360.
Whoa.
Lowest ticket price.
Damn.
So you don't really party too hard this night. You're kind of just resting and laying low, and you haven't gotten to level 7th step of the Adventurer's Guide, post-adventure orgy. Instead, you wake up on the morning of Small Day.
Good old small day. Oh, that was short day.
Sorry,
Small-
Short Day. I always mix those two up. I don't know how I can fix this, but Short Day is first. I'm like a first grade guy. You gotta teach me the days correctly. It's Short Day first. Short Day, long day.
Short day, long day, big day, small day.
Small day, big day, good day.
Good day.
Short day, long day. Small day, big day, good day. You wake up looking over it's the northern side of the upper half of Octavia, and there's some sunlight you can see. The weather is it's almost summer. I guess it is kind of summer now. It's hot today. You wake up to a new summer's warmth, and you know that the days are getting longer. Summer's coming. You go downstairs. There's breakfast. You have breakfast.
Pancakes.
You see that there's not pancakes. Some sort of
Flour and egg mixture.
Waffles?
Legumes, perhaps? Maybe
Breakfast.
something of the bean variety.
Helvor and Hallandar says, I hope that you find your rooms well, and I'm sorry that we cannot have more wondrous things like tomato juice with the breakfast, but trade has been interrupted. I don't know if have you heard anything about the town of Dell?
No, what's the news?
Well, we had heard that they were under siege from some sort of dark force.
We could tell you a story about that. We've been to Dell and back again.
It was under siege.
Not anymore.
I have a cousin
Most
in
of it
Dell.
burned down, but
I have a cousin in Dell. I haven't heard from them. Do you think they're all right?
Hit or miss.
Oh, well, thank you. You eat your breakfast and hanging out. There's people. You are sitting around the table, and wouldn't you know it, but someone runs in.
Is it Zonka?
The wizard?
Not Sanka.
Ah,
Hey, oh, back from the sports. It is not Sanka. It is. It is someone who. Okay, roll 20 sided die, Jort. Yeah, roll 20 sided die, Jort on intelligence.
intelligence. 11.
11. You just recognize this person, though you don't remember their name. They are one of the servants of the House of Vidor.
Oh, yuck. I remember, I point at him and I say, I remember you and I don't like you.
Vidor?
So blunt.
I think
Just
the
the country boy.
person whose name is, her name is, Mirajam. Mirajam, with a J.
That was my mother's.
And she says, she turns away from Jort to the others of you, and to No Name, who stayed there before, and says, "Please, you must come quickly to the Temple of Vidor. Ravafiel the elf is dying."
All of us? She's talking to all of us?
Yeah.
Or
Did you
Udrulana?
see my sweet elf ring?
Artinius says she will say the prophecy a final time.
The prophecy? Do we have time for this, everyone?
Sure.
We just woke up.
Please, it is Ravafiel who does not have time, and how much she has, I do not know, praise Vidor.
I'm down. I want to go.
Yeah, let's
Before
do
you
it.
go to talk to anyone in Octavia, you must hear this, please.
Yes. Is it on the way to the other? Yeah, let's go. I want to go at least. If y'all
Yeah,
wanna
I'll do.
bounce. If other
Go,
people want
you
to
go.
break up.
You so who wants to go?
I like merging them.
There is other stuff I want to do, but this is really enticing. Yeah, I join.
Now hop in the basket. You get your stuff ready quickly. You put
The
your
day
stuff
is
in the
young.
bag and hop in the basket.
I do finish my breakfast first.
You didn't even get to finish your breakfast. The other servant of Vidor is also there with the half mask over their face, as well as a basket puller, and they bring you to the row of temples. Let me see if there are any encounters on the way. You see some guards in a basket. They give you a weird look as they go by.
I wave.
But you're in a basket, you go in the opposite direction. You rush onto the street, the temple street, where it's pretty close to the top in quadrant 1, where these temples are. Looking out over the south side of the river, flowing away, and you rush down the street. It's really more of a basket street, so you just quickly wheel down, and there's kind of like a latticed place where people can stand a bit, but it's pretty baskety. Each sanctuary temple has its own basket, and everything hangs in the sky. You rush over to the Temple of Vidor. On the stoop, standing there, is the old man Artinius Beltrix III. He says,
Artinius.
"Oh, Adventurers! You are in the nick of time. That is how I know you are adventurers. How you know when? I know not. Praise Vidor. You must come! It's an old-looking scholarly man with some, like, scrolls under his... This is like a dark kind of cloth basket. Looks kind of gothic. There's like some flower gardens out in the front with dark flowers, and like a half moon symbol. You rush inside to these, and you see that it's kind of like a museum type of like recreation of some seers of Vidor that lived long ago. But you go into a back room, and there in fact is a tiny wizened figure of a creature that has lived a long time, but appears to be dying.
Are they accessible? Like, can I go over and check on them?
You go over to it. It is the ancient elf Ravafiel, the keeper of knowledge and lore of Vidor, at this place. Theoretically was going to live forever. It does not seem to be the case, though it doesn't fit with everything you know about elves.
I approach and
Oh, something's wrong with him. There's some sickness.
Yeah. What's hello?
No, wait,
Hail,
let me approach.
hail and well met.
I cut Jort off. And
Yeah.
wait, hold on, Jort.
Good call.
I approach. No. Hey, what's wrong? You okay?
The figure is breathing lightly and laboriously. He says, "Oh, you've come in the nick of time. Praise Vidor. I will say my prophecy one final time." You know that this prophecy has only been said once before. Rafafiel the seer, she seems to go into some sort of trance, and her eyes glow, and she begins to speak in a voice that is deeper and with many more tones than her normal one, and it feels very powerful. And things are not, and things get very, very heightened very quickly. And she says a prophecy as energy starts to swirl in the room, so you better listen. Though I will read it again if you ever need me to. She says this. The beginning. Yeah, it's. I even though that. I'm dying. The beginning touches the sky. The mare falls in its glow. It's too strong. Too strong.
The mayor.
This is just the beginning.
To John Mayer. John.
I will use the classic Conan the Barbarian musical song.
What?
Have you ever listened to Conan the Barbarian the musical?
No.
Crush your enemy, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women. No? Alright. That's fine. It's... There it goes. Alright, I can't. We'll listen to that at the end. Here we go. This is good. The beginning touches the sky. The mare falls in its glow. The builder is a prisoner. The soldier's steps count down. They will never go up again. Let me know when you're ready for the next part. You can also write it down if you'd like.
Mhm.
Or you don't have to. It's whatever you would like, but here it is.
Look back. Yeah. I'm ready.
Is someone writing this down?
I am. I'm trying to get all the.
This, George.
I'm trying.
Can't read.
Yeah, you picked the wrong.
Remember, George.
Hang on, I'll show you.
Just remember it.
I'll show you what I got so far.
Yeah, good job, George. Good job.
You picked. Why am I? Why do I have to be the scribe?
All right. Prof comedy over here. I heard that what's his name died.
Yeah,
Gallagher.
Jort's starting his new career as the Carrot Top.
All right. The beginning touches the sky. The mare falls in its glow. The builder is a prisoner. The soldier's steps count down. They will never go up again. That's the first verse. The landing is forgotten. The sun climbs ever higher. The swarm consumes the ground. The sea is bought and sold. Blasphemy on its love. Artinius Bellatrix III whispers, "It is in an ancient 5-line structure. I've never seen it before. None of us alive have ever witnessed this." It goes on. The heroes will be chosen. They always work. Okay, sorry. Let me start again. The heroes will be chosen. They always work by 3. One will not know it is done. The chalice pours death into life. One will create hope. The shawl makes death from life. One will put it into motion. The box holds death for life. One has seen the end. The end has seen the secret and cannot bear the truth. The darkness is approaching. The prince cries in the tide. The statues speak in whispers. The follower walks between them. Darkness in their wake. And
Holy smokes. That's a prophecy.
yeah, it's a prophecy.
That's a prophecy. Yes, sore hands.
Yeah.
The room at this point is glowing and throbbing with dark light. And then with that line, darkness in their wake, the spell is broken and begins to recede into the shadows of the room. And the elf Raphael says, "Heed this warning, adventurers. For I fear we all... future depends on you." And she dies. Praise Vidor, says Arctinius Beltrix III, and the others murmur. But the last known cleric of Vidor in the known world is gone. Let me know if you want me to repeat any of that.
Damn.
I can repeat it all once for effect. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's good. I think I got most of it. Are you gonna post that in the group? Or...
Sure, I could do that. Yeah, I've written down.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, it's all
Oh,
recorded.
that too. Yeah, we can also rewind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I recorded the second so that we could get clips and stuff for the future.
Jort takes a moment and looks at the group and says, "Not to worry, I got the whole thing down."
Yeah, I want to touch the elf. Can I touch her?
Yeah. You
Touch her shoulder.
Roll 20-sided die with a wisdom modifier.
Dude, it fucking hit the pencil too? No, I rolled a 1. But it hit the pencil! I gotta clear my desk off.
From her stems a deep sense of unknowing, and you feel just so overwhelmed.
God, I hate Vidor. Unknowing. I still, yeah, I back away. I'm sad.
What do they mean by the sun climbs higher? Says Darun. And Worf says, "Who? The builder is a prisoner. What does that mean?" Of course, Worf only has half a soul, but I'll
The
get that.
builder has to be Irv. Irv is the builder.
Right.
I heard he's in the east mountains. Can you read the second half of the poem again, or the whole thing?
Yeah, I can read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, read it
Let's go
again.
quickly.
Mhm.
The beginning touches the sky. The mare falls in its glow. The builder is a prisoner. The soldier's steps count down. They will never get up again. The landing is forgotten. The sun climbs ever higher. The swarm consumes the ground. The sea is bought and sold. Blasphemy on its love. The heroes will be chosen. They always work by 3. One will not know it is done. The chalice pours death into life. One will create hope. The shawl makes death from life. One will put it into motion. The box holds death for life. One has seen the end. The end has seen the secret and cannot bear the truth. The darkness is approaching. The prince cries in the tide. The statues speak in whispers. The follower walks between them, darkness in their wake. Damn, that was...
It's all here. It's all here.
There you go.
Wish the
Plain as
wizard
day.
was here.
You said you wish Darius was here?
Impressive.
Didn't even rhyme.
That's quite a prophecy.
That's how you-
Zuba's more of a limerick guy.
Wish the wizard was here.
Yeah.
It's all about odd stanza usage.
Maybe it rhymes in some Vidorish way that we don't
Oh,
really
yeah.
appreciate.
Oh, it does. It's got to.
Arctinius Beltrix the third says, "This is why they always said the prophecy would lead to the 3 chosen ones."
Shawl, the box.
The shawl. And the chalice.
Oh, the chalice, the shawl, and the box.
But what does Artrinius Bellatrix III, what is he doing? Is he okay? So he just heard this for the first time.
He takes his glasses off with a trembling hand. His monocle or something. He sounds like an anime figure who's nervous. Nani? Let me roll some dice. He says, I am a student of things. The chalice is an item of dark power. Is this why there have been citywide bans of Chol? It seems that Chol is returning.
Chol is definitely returning.
They say, Artinius Bellatrix says, Raphael said one will not know it is done. This is the chosen of Vidor. One of you. But you will never know. We will all be perished. We will all be perished. What does that mean? You think to yourselves.
It's sort of a double pass. We will all be perished. Or we're perishable. Like food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think
Much
that
like a bean, I wilt in the sun.
I'm the hero.
That's true.
I'm the box.
We're all the heroes. I think that I am the hero.
You're the hero.
You're the real legend.
Don't worry. I find a sense of confidence in this prophecy.
Good.
It feels good.
Good.
Marjoram.
Artinius Bellatrix III says, Adventurers, I will support you in any way I can for this task, but I fear that I do not have as much as I wish.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself.
Thank you, Jort.
Got you. We're here for you.
He says, be careful with who you share this information with.
Of course.
There are many people in the city who will want to ask you questions. And what you share is your own information. That is the knowledge of Vidor, the power of the unknown. He says, I will consult with Tarjan and Alf. And we will bring this to the council.
Perfect. Tell Tarjan I said what's up.
She has told me herself that she has been thinking of you, Zuba.
Yes.
And your natural inclinations of talents was to be far away. These are dark times. Please do not let me keep you.
Yes, I must go.
I will consult the books. If you wish to read the books and stay here with me, we can look. And you see that, yeah, there's a great old wooden library of many knowledges of certain types if you'd wish to learn, or you could be on your way since this is still early on in your time in Octavia, and there are many people who are, you look, Orlai says, we are behind in our meeting. at the top.
We're late, or we're just behind in the schedule.
I'm sure they will wait for us.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Is this? Yeah. I'm gonna go see Tarzan.
All right.
Are we
You-
right? We're right next door.
Yeah, Zuba, you go over to you go over to the basket where is the Buspar Sanctuary, the monastery of Buspar. You see is it Gorma? The assistant from the southern lands. And he goes and gets Tarjan and she comes out. She's thrilled to see you. She is a short, kind of older woman in a robe. And she says, Zuba! Oh, Zuba! The way of Buspar has brought you on the path back to us. Praise Buspar. Tell me, what ways of motion have you witnessed in your travels?
I talk about the frog's dreams and the troll. The frog dream, the troll, the frog motion water swirlies. Talk all about my swirly water.
Swirly water with the frog motion thing? I don't know what that is. Are you talking about like your dreams with the troll and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she listens intently. She says, Praise Buspar Zuba. You are on the way. I feel it radiating
Yes,
from you.
I feel it too. It's a short stay, but it is. I feel strong.
Roll 20 sided die with a perception modifier.
Perception.
Wisdom.
I have a 15 wisdom and I rolled a 8.
You know, there's a lot of questions.
Well, yeah, I want to just sit and meditate and sit and hang out in Buspar. Feel the Buspar temple. Feel like there's some sort of water I can touch in the temple.
Yeah, you meditate. What kind of question are you looking to have answered by Buspar?
Yeah, what should we trust, or who should we trust? Where's the next, where am I
Which
being
path
pushed?
should we
Where
take?
am I pushed? Yeah, where am I being pushed?
You
Which one?
kneel, before the shrine of Buspar. And feel the wisdom of the lily pads and the troll and do your emotion and balance things.
That was so good.
And
Yes.
you see that the path, a path begins to glow. You see yourself as like Donnie Darko style moving path. Thing. You feel that there are many skills and spells that are just on the tip of your tongue, knowledge that you will quickly be able to gain through training. But for now, it appears that the path heads out of this monastery. You walk to the front door and look, and it appears, and the path goes out and up to the upper levels of the city. With your heightened monastery skills, you also look to the sky and you see those two pillars of evil light. One is far to the west, and the other one is south in general. Go back to the other.
The music's a nice touch.
As long as it's good, yeah, I like the music. All right, let's keep going. You get in a basket. Do you want to go up to the courts?
We have an appointment, right?
All right, let's do it. We're not going to do the whole thing, but we'll get there. And keep going.
We can stop here.
I got lots of content. You get in the basket. You hear, okay, so here's a couple other things.
Well, should we, as we're going out the basket, is there are the security guards with us?
The security guards are with you, yes.
Like close to us in the basket?
Yep. I mean, you can whisper if you'd like.
Yeah, I whisper to my
Stefan and Gwen don't really seem that good as guides. Yeah, what do you say?
yeah, like what should we how much should we tell them? It's the council with the three so Tarjan and Bellatrix III and Alf are all on this council with this person that we're going to see. Were they being sorry, they were being
Oh, was it a church council or a city council?
I thought you said that Artrix Bellatrix III was going to talk to
The council.
the council.
You
Was
don't know
Tarjan
what
and
they
Alf
mean
on
by
the
this.
council too? Or no?
You seem like you're headed there.
Okay.
But you do hear rumors. The guard, Gwyn, says, I heard that the Hobgoblin Wars might resume in the north.
The Hobgoblin Wars ever really stopped?
The other guy says, gives a snort and says, that's true. It's all Torf Brugger losing the war out west. What do you think he's doing out there? Torf Brugger, the great general of the Urfin army on the western. It was fighting the Goblin Wars. There's one more. Oh well, that's fine. You end up in the courts where you were escorted by soldiers, and they say the council is waiting for you. Eight adventurers you are brought into a nicely furnished basket room through a series of basket rooms.
Basket room. Basket room.
Do they like shake as you're walking or no?
Sometimes they waver and shake in the
Like a
breeze, depending on a
bounce.
windy day,
Yep.
especially.
Bouncy.
It is
room?
hot, not that windy.
Is there ever a risk of breaking through?
There's always a risk, especially at the bottom half, of something
Mhm.
falling or cutting or tearing.
Do we know, we would have to ask this at some sort of pub or something, but like, do we know when the last breakthrough happened? Like, is it a common occurrence?
Yeah, you can
Glean
definitely ask
that.
people about that. Stefan starts to try to tell you, but then these things move on. But it does sound. He starts saying, "It's like, well, a goblin just fell off the bottom a couple days ago."
Yikes.
If you think about the last major one, well, Octavia's been threatened many a time throughout the history of our city. In fact, the very starting of the Earth Octavian dynasty threw the hanging city into jeopardy. But that is their way.
Damn.
Is their way? I think I come from a family of basket makers.
Yeah. So you are escorted into a large chamber with a long table, and there's a series of individuals, and they are waiting for you. I'll
Ooh.
tell you them now. At the end of the table, at the head, there's a smallish man with a mustache and fine clothes. He fiddles with a little toy. On his left hand stands an imposing woman in a suit of armor and gray hair. You know her as I think her name, technically her name is Sir or Knight loose, smooth stone, but people call her the Stone Hair, and not always, uh, in a complimentary fashion. She is a boogeyman for many thieves in the town, and strict. On the left of the table, on the person's left, is an older man with a thin, twirling, thin kind of drooping mustache and beard with a hat who looks like he's in old military gear. On his left, looks to be some sort of wealthy businessman who's looking at you with a stern face. And on their left is an interesting looking creature. You realize it is an elf, but it's not an elf like you are used to. The skin is translucent, and the eyes are large and non-human looking, very thin, silvery hair. You realize that this is a true elf as opposed to the half and quarter and eighth elves that you have seen throughout your life. There are many elves that claim to be full elves, but to be fully elf and from the ancient lineage of the city of Olendor, that means you look pretty weird. And most elves who claim to be full elves are really only a quarter or half or even less. Dispersed elf blood throughout the land. Liana was clearly not full elf. Maybe even not half, though he claimed to be. Most claim to be more than they truly are. Either way, on that person's left sits Arzuur, who appears to be on the council.
Hey, we got someone on the council.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, Arzuur?
Says
Well,
he appears to not be acting like you are chummy, but instead like he is reviewing you. It says on his left is an old woman who doesn't seem to be paying very much attention.
is she knitting?
And maybe not their left, it's actually all their right. It's whatever. On the Stone Hair's other side, so that was on the side of the military guy on the end. On the side of Stone Hair, on that person's left or whatever, is Alf, the head of the Church of Earth.
Elf of Earth.
On his left is a strange man you have not seen before who looks old and wizened and with a monocle. On their left is a middle-aged woman in some sort of kind of looser robes. On their left is a young man, really more of a child, who looks kind of uncomfortable in their formal gear and is trying their very best to appear authoritative as they look up at you sternly at the end of the table closest to you. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. And they look at you. And you will not know what they say until next time
ah,
on Gnomestones.
I need to know everything about all of them. I have so many questions. Who
Wow.
wears a monocle? What is its purpose?
Hold on a nigga? No. Ever squeeze the trigger? Yeah. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck? You a sap? No. You a boss player? You a Mac? Yeah. Let me hold a couple dollars. No. Y'all still be popping y'all collars? Yeah. Stock rims on the straight? No. Ain't wetter than those.
Is this the music playing in the background at the dinner?
Are those bats or eagles? What are those finger puppets?
Owls.
Owls. Ooh.
It's an owlet.
It's
Oh,
the
shit.
That's a bat.
If you get sweaty underneath the owl puppet, does it become a moist owlet?
Hey.
Ever got a Ruger? Yeah. You in love with the hoe? No. She bringing you the dough? Yeah.
Yeah.
You cry if she leave? No.
What a great line.
Used to get money, I've stuck to this bread. Everybody got choices. These bitches is choosing, I'm all in their head. Everybody got choices. Keep it 1,000, I like that I chose.
At one point I had a Shrek finger puppet, but I lost it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. If you see it, let me know.
All right, well, that was a good Gnomestone session, y'all.
Damn,
Yeah.
Wow, there was a lot of work you put into
a lot
that.
of work. Yeah.
Oh, I've got a lot of prep. I really have used the resources that I can generate quite fast to make a ton of stuff, and so there's a lot going on. Those characters are all fleshed out and have roles.
Wow, you are really avoiding something.
Um,
I'm
Octavia
more
rules.
waiting for like applications to come back. More like.
Oh, you have applications out?
Just waiting for things to come back mostly. While the classes
Waiting sucks, dude.
whatever.
That was
So
the worst part about applying to jobs is waiting.
yeah, so